questions people ought to ask their lawyer center on how much expertise the lawyer has. And this directly goes to how much of it do you do. And in my field, where I do estate planning, trust, probate, and nursing home planning, there's not a lot of lawyers that do a lot of the Medicaid planning work. Folks ought to ask lawyers, how many cases do you do? How many do you do a month? And in particular with estate planning, folks really ought to focus in on how much of the difficult work does a lawyer do. Because if a lawyer doesn't handle any difficult cases, how's he going to know if he's facing one? A lot of things can be overlooked, but with an experienced, well-trained eye, an attorney can pick up on the difficult cases and make sure there's no problem. But even if your case isn't difficult, isn't it nice knowing you've got somebody who can handle the most difficult things out there? So what people should do is ask an attorney, how many living trusts do you do a month? How many do you do in a year? For Medicaid planning, how many Medicaid appeals have you handled? How many Medicaid cases do you do in a year? Those are the types of things they ought to be asking their lawyer.